The village of Salado, Texas is a friendly, vibrant, rural community located in the rolling hills of Bell County. Located between the cities of Waco and Austin, tourists are attracted to the Salado Creek. The creek was an attraction for many. This magnificent setting on the south bank of Salado Creek, shaded by giant oak and pecan trees, was a campground for Comanche Indians while they hunted large herds of bison and other wild game, and later the Tonkawa established a village on this site.
Salado Creek is really important to this entire area because it is spring-fed, and most investigations or analysis of the springs that feed the creek, they have an indefinite supply of fresh spring water.
Most of the north-south travel across Texas from 1860 to 1890 came through Salado, which was a major stop along the famous Chisholm Trail.
The Chisholm Trail affected the popularity and business in this area in that it brought people through this area. In the early days of the Republic of Texas, a road was built through this area. It was just a cleared path, but it came right through this area. And then in 1867 through 1885, when the Chisholm Trail came through Salado, and it came right through Salado. The Chisholm Trail was Main Street, and it brought cattle. They say as many as 10 cattle drives came through town in a day.
With all these settlers traveling through Texas along the Chisholm Trail, Salado needed a place for them to stay. So in 1861, W.B. Armstrong erected the original Salado Hotel.
The first 5 years of the hotel weren't very outstanding. It was simply a building that had about 4 rooms for travelers. And they say that the owner of the hotel and his family lived in the hotel. So where did they stay? We don't know. It could have been very crowded in here. But then again, one person didn't have one room. Several people were put into a room. And the food that they got was just very basic. There wasn't a whole lot of effort put into it, but it was simply to meet the need of the travelers in providing them food.
It was rumored that Sam Houston and other famous figures stayed at the inn.
By rumor. There is no evidence that Sam Houston actually stayed in the Salado Hotel. Salado Hotel had a registry, and when Van Bibber bought the property and renamed it the Stagecoach Inn, that registry was 73 years old. A lot of people had signed the registry. But in 1944, it was stolen. So all those names went with the register.
A big problem that faced the Shady Villa and the town of Salado entirely was the construction of I-35.
That construction of Interstate 35 just about killed the town.
At the time that I-35 construction began, there was a great deal of concern with all of the little businesses and the art galleries and everything that were here in Salado as to how long it would take them to complete the project. And based on the schedule that they had, everybody at the time felt that they would be able to endure the construction of I-35. Consequently, it took much, much longer and really hurt the community greatly, to the point that several of us here in Salado went to Austin to meet with the governor and the TxDOT officials and really discuss with them our displeasure with the whole project.
The Shady Villa Hotel has unfortunately not recovered fully from the construction of I-35, but we've definitely come a long way. Salado also has to recover in order for us to succeed, and so the village and the hotel are really just fighting to become a destination on the map once again, like we were historically.
The future of the Shady Villa is now looking bright with a new management team and ongoing changes to the inn itself.